now I will run our website on my computer at the local host. So the registration page is the first page the users see when visiting our website for the first time. The form asks for users' preferences and interests. Based on the answers, the content of the page will be altered for the user. So there are 3 questions. Do you know what the deprivation index is? So for now, we can assume that no. What is the purpose of your visit? So this is to distinguish between the experts and non-experts. So for now, we can assume we're the professionals. And for what topics are you interested in? So this is the multiple choice question. So for now, we're just assuming we're interested in education. And the user has an option to skip the form and not fill it out. But that will result in no personalization or customization of the content. But for now, I will accept.
Here's the About page. We can see the sliders here, and you can click the arrows to read through a summary about the deprivation index. If you feel you have read enough and good to explore, for each slider there's a start button which allowing you to go to the exploration mode. So the last slider is the first information page where you can read more about the source of our data, present research activities, and published papers. You can also go to About Us. So this page tells a little bit more about who we are and what we do. So if you scroll down, you can see the individual profiles with the avatars of each of us, and you can click the icon and find us on LinkedIn. Now we will move to Explore page.
Okay, let's look at the Exploring page. There are 4 features that you need to get started using the map. First, you can have a quick preview by hovering the map. You will see the location and the corresponding map data in the pop-up window. If you want to learn about a place in depth, you can click the location. You can see details data displayed on the left side dashboard. The selected county will be highlighted with black border. There are different ways to check small areas situation. You can zoom in to check it by using the mouse or clicking the plus button. Yeah, you can also use the search bar to search for an address. Now, let's try to input Cork. You will see the map will zoom into your region of interest. If users just want to check their current location situation, they can use the automatic locator by clicking the button on the right. We can see this will be your current place. Final feature is that you can switch the map to see the distribution of different factors in Ireland by using the map setting in our navigation bar. And Daria are going to introduce compare mode.
Yes, so in the compare page, the user can compare the 2 areas, the statistics for 2 areas. So the idea is very similar to the Explore page, where the map is linked to the dashboard. And we can see here, if I click on the 2 counties, then the data appears in the dashboard. We can see as well that there's the factors, the default factors are the corresponding to the topic the user has chosen in the registration form. But to see the full list, the user can expand it by clicking on a button and scrolling down. There's also some info buttons which explain the factors. You can see as well, when I'm clicking, the data is moving from one column to another. To give users more control, we included the lock buttons. So if I click the lock button, that will lock in the data and the area for this column, and the user is free to choose another area for comparison in the other column. And also, the user can compare like with like. So when the user is comparing the counties, it's just to compare the county with the county, and then the small area when the user zooms in. So we'll ask to pick another sub-county level. So now we will move on to the general storytelling.
Yes. In a general story page, user can read the story and have an overview about this area. For example, when we click on Mayo, it will display the whole story related to Mayo. In the questionnaire, we select education topics before, and this story of this topic will be displayed first, and we can click the arrow button to learn more about other factors' story. We can also switch to another place like Galway, and the story will change to other contents. And due to the time limitation, now we only have a general story for county level. We can append the same idea to generate a small area general story as well. Let's go to the theme story, the interactive story part. The theme story are more detailed and include some interactive elements. We set a video at the opening to make it look nicer. Like when users scroll down the window, the map will show up and highlight the place that the text talks about. In this page, like it's talking about Dublin, so Dublin was highlighted. When the story talks about another factor, the map and the region will change accordingly. We added some graphics to help explain the data. If the story is talking about small area, the map will zoom in, and the interactive bar chart can let user explore more about the data. Now we can go through the whole story quickly. And after reading the whole story, users can go back to the general story page from the footer, or they can keep explore our page from the navigation bar. Daria will demonstrate more in next part.
So to demonstrate what happens when the user returns to a website, I will refresh the home page. Since the user chose the purpose of the visit to be professional research, the homepage for the user is the exploration page. But for the non-expert user, the homepage would be the general storytelling. To quickly demonstrate how content changes based on the answers in the registration form, I will destroy the cookies, and I will do it with the logout route, but this is only for testing purposes, just to do it very quickly. So here we can now choose different answers. So for now, we can assume that we do know what the deprivation index is, and we come here for our own personal use, and we might be interested in labor market situation and health. And if we click accept, then we can see that the homepage now, so the user was redirected straight away to the general storytelling map, which is the homepage for the non-experts, and we can see that the topics in the dashboard, the default topics, are the topics the user chose in the registration form, and that applies to other pages.